Hi, I'm Joe, and it's mailbag time. Dylan!
Joe, how do I get more out of my advertising for less?
How do I get more for less? We have clients ask that. I know when I'm a consumer, I want more for less. So why not a client thinking that way when it comes time to spending money on marketing, advertising, and all this other fun stuff, right? How do you get more for less? When you realize how to manage your dealership brand and you don't have splintered messages in different media types. And I see this a lot, right? You pass by a dealership billboard and it's got a completely different message, slogan, brand statement than what's in the social space, than what's potentially on television. Maybe the OTT spot doesn't sync up with what's going on the website. This is the biggest area of bleed that we see, and when I use that term, I mean bleed in terms of overspending budget. We're bleeding out more money than we should be spending. We really need to pay attention to our per vehicle spend to be responsible to the P&L. The dealership P&L really is our 12-month nurse checking the pulse and all this other stuff. Are we overspending? And typically, more for less pops in when we realize maybe we're spending more than we should. Well, if we're gearing it against how many vehicles we're selling or how many people are coming through the door, and then what our closing ratio is, well, we're spending too much money and we're not getting enough people in. I need more for less. Let's look at your brand strategy. Let's look at how everything is tying together. Is it possible then, when we look at the sourcing in the CRM, which we're totally about, right? That we have an ability to identify media types or sources that are resonating and others that we should consider maybe sidelining. More for less is attainable. It's a way to consider how to analyze what your budget is on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, on an annual basis. Let's talk more about that. Give me a shout and let's discuss it. And hey, thanks a lot for the questions. Keep them coming, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks.